Hello everyone and welcome to another video. This time we're going to be looking at the history of motorway service areas. How fascinating some of you may think. So motorway service areas, also known as services or service stations, are rest areas in the UK and Ireland where drivers can leave a motorway to refuel, recharge, rest, eat, drink, shop, use a toilet, stay in an on-site overnight hotel, get ripped off for petrol and get ripped off for food. They are also a safe refuge for drivers who break down alongside leaving at a motorway junction. The vast majority of motorway services in the UK are owned by one of three companies: Motor, Welcome Break and Roadchef. Smaller operators include Extra, Westmoreland and the Euro Garages Group. The first two service areas in the UK, Watford Gap and Newport Pagnell, opened with temporary facilities on the M1 motorway on the 2nd of November 1959. Initially, most service areas were designed to be bold and attractive, with many opening viewing platforms and featuring fancy restaurants. A famous example of a service area from this era was Lancaster, which features a 6-foot tower which previously contained the main restaurant. Please see my other video and playlist. However, it became apparent in the late 1960s that such fancy amenities were unprofitable, so service areas began offering an increasingly basic service. High street brands were introduced to service areas in the 1990s, with most facilities eventually becoming franchises of well-known brands that can rip you off. As more service areas opened, the number of operating companies increased, with sites run by the Rank organisation, Granada, Pavilion, Take a Break and Esso among others. Through acquisitions and mergers, there are now only three major operators. In an attempt to break this oligopoly, whatever that means, in 2001 the government proposed allowing mobile fast food vans to operate at the areas, though this idea never came into fruition. Not in my backyard, governor. Originally, service areas were government-owned and leased to operating companies, and from 1992 onwards, new sites were planned and owned by private operators, and existing sites sold off to them. Ka-ching! In 2007, an AA survey concluded that service areas had improved in previous years, but cleanliness and pricing, surprise, surprise, were still major issues. Opposition towards service areas has grown, with some planning applications being refused. Some notable examples are Catherine de Barnes on the M42 and Kirkby Hill on the A1M, both of which had applications contested. Despite concerns of local residents, Beaconsfield on the M40 opened on the 17th of March 2009 and Coburn services opened in September 2012. Kirkby Hill would eventually get approved for construction in 1921. In 2017, Transport Focus began an annual review of service areas, with each site ranked on a league table. Reviews were taken every year since. The latest UK motorway service area to open is Rugby Services, operated by Motor Hospitality, which opened on the 30th of April 2021. And that concludes yet another video on Britain's roads stroke motorways. I do hope you've enjoyed it, and until the next video, please do like, share and subscribe, and bye for now.